social justice and economic justice are code words. The rallying cry on both the communist front and the fascist front. And if we don't get off the social justice, economic justice bandwagon, you are in grave danger.
The far left is using the Democratic Party. Progressives were lurking like a virus. They were waiting for their chance to suck all of the blood out of the Democratic neck. They were looking for the opening to infect the system. And once they were inside that system, I warned in 2004 the Democrats, it will be a battle to the end of your party to get them out. What we're talking about is an ideological movement that has set its sights on the destruction of the Constitution and the fundamental transformation of our republic. It is called the Progressive Movement, and it has been using both parties for a long, long time. But mainly, it's the Democratic Party that has played host to it, and this parasite has been feeding on that host. America, if these people are only politicians, they will do what they did in 1994, and they will migrate starting tomorrow right to the center. But if we're right, that these are Marxist revolutionaries, that these are progressives who follow Mao, they are going to put the foot on the gas. It's not going to be pretty, and they will eat their own, the Democrats, first. Progressives have been patient for decades, creeping their way into the system in the cover of darkness, and this is their opportunity. They are going to deal a final death blow to the Constitution if they can. It is important for progressives to distort history. They have to erase history. They have to correct it. That's the only way they can actually win.
The government increasingly wants to regulate what you eat, and the Beckmeister is objecting to that. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, because I want you to have all the Twinkies and ding-dongs that you want, all right? I want you to be happy.
You are a god among men.
All right. Now, say you do that. You sit at home and you eat your Doritos and ding-dongs all day long, and you don't have any money because you're spending it on Doritos and ding-dongs.
Sucks to be you.
And then you're 45 and you have the heart attack, you have to go to the hospital, you can't pay for it, I have to. The guy doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
He eats himself into a heart attack.
Right.
They take him to the hospital. They will treat him.
Yes.
You will pay for it and I will pay for it.
No.
You would say no free care in ER.
I'm saying okay, look. If you want to be a fatty, fatso, if you don't want to work or you can't work, well, then you're on government assistance. Well, then I can now regulate your life. I now can come in and say,
take the Doritos away?
Absolutely. If you're going to take money from the government.
So as soon as the guy goes into the ER and he can't pay, then the food police come in and strip all the garbage out of his house. You'd be for that.
If you are taking money,
yes,
if you want to be a slave,
he's taking money.
Yeah, if you want to be a slave to the government, then they have every right. But leave the rest of us alone.
I got it.
So here's the deal. If you don't have insurance and you need to take the government insurance, then the government has the right to regulate every aspect of your life.
I got it.
But leave the rest of us alone.
I like that. Optional insurance, private or public. Public, then they can take your Twinkies away. There you go.
Fatty, fatso. Double fried cherry pie. Good.
Look, the data is pretty clear that in general, the offshore drilling of oil has become incredibly quite safe, not perfectly safe, but compared to other ways of getting energy, quite safe compared to mining of coal, for example, and very environmentally clean, except, you know, when there's a disaster like this.
When do we ask the Sierra Club to pick up the tab for this leak? Everybody's focusing on BP and Halliburton and Transocean. Well, let me connect the dots here for you. The Greeniacs have been driving our oil producers off the land from offshore to way offshore to way, way, way out there offshore.
Drilling would be conducted in an environmentally sensitive manner. We already drill in an environmentally sensitive manner. Let me give you an example. Anwar is a vast wilderness. We've flown airplanes over it. We've shown the video before.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. We know that our energy production companies can go there in the wintertime. They can extract all the oil, not even leave a footprint. You wouldn't even know they were there.
Energy in America is security for America. So yeah, let's drill, baby, drill, not stall, baby, stall. You betcha.
We've got the oil reserves in Alaska. We've got them off the coast of Florida. We've got them off the coast of California. We got them in the Gulf. We know where the oil is. We don't need to explore. We need to drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
Right now we're sending $700 billion a year over to countries like Iran, Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, countries that hate us. They fund terror. They hate us, and we're sending them all these petrodollars. We need to drill here, drill now, and hey, drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. Out! Woo!
This notion that you shut everything down because there's an accident, and in this case an accident that cost 11 lives and is going to do some environmental damage, I think we can deal with that in a serious way and not panic.
The ocean will take care of this on its own if it was left alone and if it was left out there. It's natural. It's as natural as the ocean water is.